It's great to be with you on a Monday afternoon as we get set for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Pascal Siakam and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics.
And that game against Houston, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks, Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Daniels. And it's Kispert in at the small forward. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Keita in at the 5, roaming the paint. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Boston shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. A second chance effort. And it's sent back by Okongwu. On the wing, Daniels. He's covered by Pritchard. Johnson surveying the floor. Basket counts.
Going in there, and Johnson playing big.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Oh, he's flexing on that finish. These kind of buckets get Brown going.
Johnson outside. And here is Kispert. Here's Alexander Walker. Kispert setting the pick for Daniels. Good work there as it goes.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 3-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now, here's Okongwu. He had 25 points in the win against Phoenix. Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Daniels. Charity stripe shot. And Boston with the rebound.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
White down low. He's covered by Daniels. Now here's Brown. Not a lot of room. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Johnson outside. Back to Alexander Walker. And it's good for 2.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Brown the pass to Hauser. Here's Keita, covered by Okongwu. It's White on the wing. This one for 3. Johnson with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 3. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to Kispert. Here's Johnson. Now, Alexander Walker. Johnson the screen. Alexander Walker finds Johnson.
I love that from Johnson. Sets the pick and then finds some space there for the basket.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here's White. Sinks the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And here is Johnson, following the three-pointer by Derek White. The Celtics have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Pritchard passes to Keita. Here's Hauser, covered by Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Brown, good. It's all knotted up.
Ooh, that's a slick move off the deck. Brown finds ways to free himself up.
Johnson outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Okongwu. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Johnson, that's for 2. And Pritchard pulls it down. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Brown, defended by Kispert. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Hauser. Now here's Brown. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Here's Alexander Walker, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Kispert, wide open, he fires. No good again that time. So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Every team in this league wants a Jaylen Brown, a tremendous two-way wing, and boy, Brown can put up giant offensive numbers.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. The Hawks trail by 4. Pass to Kispert. Now Okongwu. Now Alexander Walker. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix.
It is so much fun watching these guys just throw it down. Jalen Johnson can do it with the best of them.
For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Pass to Keita. Here's Walsh. Brown right side. No good that time. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Daniels passes to Alexander Walker. Johnson outside. And here's Daniels. Light covering. Here's Alexander Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Alexander Walker's got 7 points in the game. Boston trailing. Pass to Walsh. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Here's Keita, covered by Okongwu. And Keita gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 7. Outside Daniel. Back to Alexander Walker. And here's Kispert from the arc. They get it again. Back to Alexander Walker. Six to shoot. Johnson, that's for 2. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. To the inside. Here's Brown. Tries again. He lays it in. And it's a 3-point Celtic lead.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Pritchard. Okongwu, the pass to Alexander Walker. Johnson sets the screen for Daniel. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Daniels has got his second basket of the game.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Hawks, Luke Kennard comes in for Corey Kispert, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Dyson Daniel. The Celtics with the lead. Here's Shireman. Outside, Simons. Boucher with a screen on McCollum. That's a 2 from Simons. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
That's a guy you want taking shots. A quality offensive player.
Pass to McCollum. Johnson with a screen on Simons. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Nice decision by McCollum, giving up the rock.
For Boston, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Now, here's Simons. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Celtics making a switch here. The Hawks trail. Pass to McCollum. A steal. Here's Tillman, covered by Okongwu. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics.
At the line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
At the line.
One shot.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Boucher. So it's the Hawks now, trailing by 4. Their last encounter was at Atlanta.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
It's deflected. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. And so it's Atlanta with it after the basket by Boston. Porzingis sets the pick for McCollum. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Pritchard finds Simons. Floats one. Atlanta with the rebound.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
McCollum against Pritchard. McCollum no good. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Tillman. Kennard covering. Tillman's shot is off. Krejci passes to McCollum. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
The throw good, McCollum. And so McCollum nails both of them. Kennard against Simons. With 2 seconds left. And it's good on the way in. Simons has got 6. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
And guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second chance opportunities just with effort.
And Fernie Simons out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Tillman in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics.
One shot.
Tillman at the line with one shot.
And that one misses. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pritchard with the ball. He's guarded by McCollum. Clock at 6. Three-pointer, Simon. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Man, lots of confidence on that 3 from Simons.
Porzingis sets the pick for McCollum. Shoots the 3. Boucher with the rebound. Austin leading by 8. Pass to Pritchard. Plays it up and banks it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Cullen passes to Kennard. Deflects the pass. Here's Tillman. And here is Simon. The shot. Newell pulls it in.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And Simons has it in the corner. Pass to Pritchard. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. C.J. McCollum comes up with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 10. To the paint. And he jams it with authority.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
The Hawks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Here's a look at some of the stats for Sam Hauser.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Free throw drops for Newell. Celtics leading by 7. Boucher finds Pritchard. That's tipped. Johnson up top. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Johnson's a tough matchup for anyone. Size, mobility, skill. He's got it all.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
No good on that one.
And what I love about Jalen Johnson, just, how versatile he is. And the scary part, this guy is still improving. He's got another level to get to.
Zinkus, he's checked in for Newell. He hits the second from the line. For Boston, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and they call an illegal screen here. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Boston, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, there's the Hawks, 7 games back.
And, right now for Atlanta, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
And the clock is ticking for them to make that push. It's looking like they'll be fighting for a spot in the play-in.
6 to shoot. Here's Porzingis. The Hawks again can't hit. Celtics leading by 6. Boucher passes to Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. Boston, no good that time either.
He just looks off this quarter. It looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a 3-point play. For Atlanta, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Derek White comes in for Anthony Simons.
In this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Brown. 10 points for him. Pass to Tillman. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for Jaylen Brown. He's averaging 30 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second.
And they've had their difficulties from the line here in the second. Could extend their lead if they just make some more free throws.
And Daniels up top. White covering. Johnson with it. 9 points in the game so far. There's the drive. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Oh, Johnson with a vicious finish.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, White. Now here's Brown. Defended by Kispert. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
The Hawks trail by 4. Cullen passes to Daniels. Now here's Kispert. 8 points his last outing, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. And the players on your screen now have been experts with the ball in their hands for the last 10 games, leading the small forward position in assists. Third is Jaylen Brown.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
They give their teams an element that not every squad has. That kind of passing from the small forward spot allows an offense to be much more free-flowing.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's Simons in for Chris Boucher. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Okongwu's checked in. Boston leading by 4. Outside, Simons. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
And taking a look at some stats here for Daniels. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. And he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. The Celtics have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Brown with a screen on McCollum. 4 on the clock.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Johnson outside. Okongwu with a screen on Pritchard. Johnson, good.
And we've been watching Jalen Johnson build this confidence, taking it to the defense there. Big game tonight.
Brown outside. Back to Pritchard. Three-pointer, Simons. Buries it from three-point range. Simons has got 6 here in this quarter.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Johnson outside. Pass to Kispert. And the Hawks with another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jaylen Brown is rounding out his game in all facets. He said, I've definitely worked on my playmaking, just being able to see the floor, making great reads, creating for my teammates, and putting pressure on the defense. Guys?
Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Daniels with it, covered by Simon. Kicks it out to Johnson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. McCollum against Brown. Fires from the corner. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got his 6th rebound on the night. And they double up Brown. The kick out to Simons. No good with the triple. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Okongwu. Outside Daniel. Here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Johnson. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
Sam Hauser's checked in for Pritchard. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Back to Simons. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Johnson outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Daniel. Down low. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Boston has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And White kicks to Brown. Queta, the pass to Simons. There's the triple. Good on the triple. Hauser's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Simons. The shot's good from Kispert.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here's Brown. Back to Simons. Clock at 4. Pass to White. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Now, Alexander Walker. Inside. Here's Okongwu. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And you know what? Saved what was likely to be a dunk.
The Hawks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And it's tied up with that one. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
White the pass to Hauser. Here's Brown, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a good time here to go over our 2K leaderboard and see which point guards have had the hottest hand at the free throw line over the last 10 games. You take a look at Alexander Walker, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line, and it's nearly automatic.
Well, he's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. I mean, he's a leader and as consistent as they get.
The first free throw is good.
You got to respect the mind Brown has for the game. Both ends of the floor, he is so good at spotting the opening and taking advantage.
And Brown drops them both. There's 1:54 left to play here in the half. Pass to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And here's Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Brown. He's got 14. Outside, Simons. Over in the corner, White. They set the screen on the wing. Brown takes the 3. Cash money, Brown with the train.
Once a weakness in Brown's arsenal, now he's a legitimate threat to burn you from deep.
Okongwu dishes to Daniels. And it's sent back by White. Here's Alexander Walker. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Brown, defended by Kispert. Outside, Simons. Baseline try. That is off the mark. He's shooting 60% on 6 of 10 shots.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Daniels kicks to Johnson. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Celtics lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this.
Hey, folks, what a start for Jaylen Brown.
He's in the mood offensively, carving up the defense like Kenny carves up that tofurkey on Thanksgiving.
Tofurkey.
Yeah, that's like tofu and turkey mixed together. I can't lie. I get into that.
Changing gears now, this should be interesting. Let's hear what the fans want to say. And this is from Hoops Queen Life. It's a question for Shaq. Who was your favorite team to play for?
Let's see, I played for so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, the Lakers. What up, LA? Love y'all.
Yeah, I'm glad he counted those teams because I was on 7. He has a little amnesia.
I learned that from your time in Denver, Orlando, and Detroit.
Okay, enough.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for the Boston Celtics. They've led by as much as 10. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Dyson Daniels is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Kispert in at the 3, the small forward. Just 2 to shoot. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
One of the premier scoring wings in the NBA, Jaylen Brown is at it again.
The Hawks trail by 3. Now, Alexander Walker. Okongwu with a screen on Pritchard. Alexander Walker passes to Kispert. Here's Okongwu. Rebounded by the Celtics. Kata's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Pritchard, defended by Alexander Walker. Brown feeling out a bit. Outside, White. No good on the triple. Atlanta's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Alexander Walker finds Okongwu. Kispert setting the pick for Johnson. Takes it inside for the tie. And Kispert the bucket on the assist by Johnson. Kispert's got it all tied up now for Atlanta. Here's Brown. He's got 19. Pass to Pritchard. Now Hauser. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Hauser's got 6.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Okongwu with a screen on Pritchard. And Okongwu slams it in.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to White. Daniels with the steal. For the finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Boston's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And a moment to see numbers for Jalen Johnson. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace, he's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Pritchard. Rebound, Atlanta. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And the Celtics with possession here, following the 3 by Atlanta. White down low. He's covered by Daniels. Here's Pritchard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
For Boston, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. The Hawks leading. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
White, bounce pass. Brown wide open. He fired. No good on the 3. The Hawks leading by 3 to the middle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
2.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Jalen Johnson, line for 1.
One shot.
Celtics trail by 6. Pritchard feeling it out a bit. Pass to Brown. Over Kispert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. One on Kispert.
These are the little nuances in Brown's game. He has become an elite scorer.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another area they've separated themselves has been their three-point shooting, making the defense pay for any airspace.
And Brown drops them both. Atlanta leading by 4. Johnson outside. It's stolen by White. Pass to Pritchard. Now here's Brown. Defended by Kispert. 5 on the clock. Brown inside. Defended by Kispert. Brown, no good. Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Line for the Hawks. Nickeil Alexander-Walker. The line for 1.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Alexander Walker. And so it's Pritchard who brings the ball up for Boston. 7-point differential. Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He hit 1-3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Boston making a switch here. Walsh is checked in. Here's Brown. 21 points in the game. Pass to Walsh. Outside, White. Celtics passing it around. Brown outside. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Alexander Walker passes to Daniels. Kispert setting the pick for Johnson. And the dunk by Kispert.
And since arriving in the NBA, sharing the ball is something Johnson has worked at.
Boston with the ball. Down by 12. Here's Brown. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Atlanta's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. Alexander Walker with the ball. He's got 20. Okongwu a screen. Alexander Walker finds Okongwu.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Pritchard. A 12-point game. Pass to Brown. Up and in on the layup. And that's now 25 points for Jaylen Brown.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Outside Daniel. Back to Alexander Walker. Johnson the screen. Down low. And Johnson with the stuff.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Chris Boucher is checked in for Boston. Porzingis is checked in for the Hawks. And a perfect time here to look at all the teams that score the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Number 5, the Hawks.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Now, here's Kispert. He's got 13. Okongwu a screen. Shot clock at 5. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Celtics trail by 10. To the paint, here's Walsh, and he dunks it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. For 3. Now Okongwu. And here's Daniels. There's the 3. Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man is just getting started. Continues to be a problem for a long time.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
Atlanta leading by 6. Outside Daniel. Now Alexander Walker. 20 points for him. Pass to Okongwu. 5 to shoot. Okongwu a screen. Alexander Walker connects on the 17-footer. Alexander Walker's got 11 in the second half. The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. From outside the arc, it's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from White.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And some changes here for the Celtics. Tillman, he's checked in for Brown. And Fernie Simons comes in for White. And it's Gonzalez in for Pritchard. And then for Atlanta, Newell, he's checked in for Okongwu. Luke Kennard comes in for Corey Kispert. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Daniels. And here's McCollum. 5 points in the game. Screen by Porzingis. McCollum passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You won't find a much better screen and roll partner than Porzingis. He can score in so many different ways off that set.
Celtics trail by 7. To the inside. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Alexander Walker following the bucket by the Celtics. Pass to McCollum. Porzingis sets the pick for McCollum. His three-pointers off the mark. Austin's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Tillman, headed by Porzingis. Now Simon. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
There's 1:17 left here in the third quarter. McCollum against Gonzalez. Porzingis kicks to McCollum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And it's so tough guarding Porzingis. That's why they call him a unicorn. No one matches his blend of skill and size.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And when healthy, Porzingis is a highly impactful player. He is a 7-foot wing that really spaces the floor.
Celtics making a switch here. Shireman's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Celtics trail by 4. Outside, Simon. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now, here's Kennard. McCollum outside. Porzingis trying to get free. Goes back up, and he sinks the layup. Porzingis has got 9.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Simons from outside. Rebound, Atlanta. Johnson's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to McCollum. Shoots over Simon. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. The Hawks on top. They lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Aiden Pritchard out there with Anthony Simon. Then there's Chris Boucher, and it's Walsh in at the 3. Axie's in the game for the Celtics. Celtics trail by 3. Pritchard buries it down low.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Porzingis can't hit. Simons against Kennard. Porzingis with the steal. Johnson, the pass to Kennard. Porzingis kicks to McCollum. Johnson outside. The wide open look here for Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Porzingis has got 9 points now in just the second half. Tillman's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 4. Here's Krejci, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's Boston now. Simons surveying the D. Boucher against Johnson. Boucher with a screen on McCollum. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Johnson. Inside, Boucher with the steal. Here's Tillman, and that one is stuffed right through.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Simons against Kennard. Porzingis sets the pick for McCollum. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Hawks lead by 7.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Walsh. Oh, my goodness! What a play! And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Atlanta leading by 5. McCollum outside. Here's Krejci. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Uncovered. And again, it's Atlanta.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
Pritchard with the ball. He's guarded by McCollum. Pass to Tillman. Simons against Kennard. Right side, Simon. Over Kennard. And it's Simons missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Kennard's shot is off. Celtics trail by 7. Right side, Simons. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Simons. And the Celtics making a change here. Brown's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. He's checked in for Chris Boucher. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Quinn Snyder had some words for his team over the break. He said to his guys, "This one is not over yet. You have worked hard for this lead, and we are not about to give it up now. Stay focused and keep hustling." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks. Pritchard against McCollum. Porzingis with a screen on Pritchard. And here's McCollum for three. And they get it back. Kennard kicks to McCollum. Kennard with a screen on Pritchard. Just 5 to shoot. Again, McCollum missing.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Tillman, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Here's Kennard. Pass to McCollum. Down low. Here's Porzingis. The shot missing. Celtics trail by 5. Brown the pass to Tillman. The Celtics working the ball around now. Brown down low. He's against Porzingis. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Johnson. Screen by Porzingis. Takes a shot at the elbow. Now here's Kennard. No good from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Brown with it. White left side. Simons from outside. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Cullen passes to Porzingis. Shoots over Brown, and Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. Porzingis has got 11 in the second half. Pritchard against McCollum. Pass to Pritchard. Clock at 6. And here's Brown outside. Rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Looking mobile in transition. Porzingis got to reward the big man for his hustle.
Celtics trail by 6. Now Pritchard. Pass to Brown. Six to shoot. Here's the floater.
The ridiculous reach of Porzingis. There is no way he was letting that through.
And the shot is good. Atlanta leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Out to White. A 3-ball. Rebounded by the Hawks. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson against White. Johnson with the bounce pass. A 3 from McCollum. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Johnson's got his 9th assist in the game now.
This is his 2nd 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Here's Pritchard. Brown outside. To the inside. Here's Tillman. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. The Hawks have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%. Cullen passes to Porzingis. Back to McCollum. Porzingis with a screen on Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Pulls up on the elbow, and the Hawks getting another basket right there.
He had a forgettable start to this game, but he's really starting to come alive now.
It's White on the wing. It's stolen by Johnson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Anferni Simons. Then for the Hawks, Kispert's checked in for Okongwu. Tyson Daniels comes in for Luke Kennard. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for McCollum. And Johnson, no good on that one. And when players get into a little extracurricular conversation with opponents, RJ, do you think officials are a little too quick to hit them with the double T?
No, that's just officials trying to get control of the game, giving both players a warning. That's all a tough technical is a warning, because we don't have both players have been warned. We have both players have technicals. In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
The Hawks leading by 9. Outside Daniels. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Pritchard with the ball. Defended by Alexander Walker. Jaylen Brown. That one misses.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
That should not be legal.
Never seen it.
Oh.
Man, that's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
Here's Pritchard, and taken away by Johnson. Outside Daniel. Here's Okongwu. Now Johnson. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, what a play inside.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. It's a 13-point game. From 13 feet, it's in.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
Now Johnson. On the wing, Daniels. White covering. Now Johnson. And here is Kispert. 5 on the clock. Daniels fires. There's the jumper. Nice one.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Hawks.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Jalen Johnson.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
Yep, that goes down.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And turnovers have been the issue for them.
You can see the coaches have gotten into them a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Now Pritchard takes the three. Okongwu pulls it down. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that about wraps it up. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now, our player of the game, Jalen Johnson.